Hello and welcome back to Cienie. We will be continuing where we left off, which if you recall is after Raymond and Marcus were talking about what happened previously where they went to Comino without authorization, and that is a big no-no because they could have gotten in trouble or they could have gotten hurt because the whole area is basically like falling apart, and if they went into the wrong building or something like that, then they could have been in danger, basically. But also, the loan shark people that were looking for Otto were there, so that would be very, very bad. It's a good thing that actually Otto wasn't there because if they saw him, then they would probably beat him up. So yeah. It's a good thing that only the two hyenas, Raymond and Tom, were there. And Tom with his quick thinking and tricking the eagle. What else? Marcus was able to talk to Miss Novak, but it revealed that the kind of stuff that Tom is seeing, or at least he thinks he's seeing, like the hand with the eye and whatnot, he's apparently not the only one that's seeing it. Maybe Camille is also seeing it, and Miss Novak, but I'm pretty sure she's seeing it too because she was pointing up when the thing was hovering above her. And there's a whole thing where, could it be some sort of what is that called? Remote viewing psychic project thingy? Because when Tom woke up in the party, it kind of looked like he was in somebody else's body, but that person was also viewing them previously. And could it have been that hand on the eye thing that was spying on them? But yeah, so there's a whole lot of questions and there's so many answers. Anyway, so you should actually be seeing this after the short story, which I recorded after all of this. So you kind of got a glimpse into what Raymond and Eliash were doing in between the story. So yeah. Anyway, so without further ado, let us continue Cienie. Notification of unread messages and missed calls clutter my phone screen. Is it weird feeling like you don't want to talk or see anyone? To be fair, I've never been much of a social person. But lately, I've been hiding in my shell more than ever. Everything gets to me way too easily. I decide to haul myself out of my bed and head downstairs. Maybe some snacks will cheer me up, because staying in bed definitely won't. I open the fridge. Nothing, just yesterday's tomato soup. Whatever, I'll reheat it. The lock on the front door clicks just as I slide the bowl of soup into the microwave. Hey, son. Dad steps inside, groceries in hand, still in his working attire. Oh, hey, Dad. You're back early? Yeah, just a half shift. Was covering for one of my coworkers. I see. Could you, unpack the groceries? Oh, what's in the microwave? Yesterday's tomato soup. Oh, I was thinking of cooking something else, if you'd like. I have no response, other than slipping my hands into my pockets. I grab the groceries from his hands and begin unpacking in the kitchen. Dad walks in, watching me, his hands clasped together. Something wrong? I'm fine. Okay. So you want to help me make dinner? Or not? Anything you feel like eating? I can tell Dad really is trying to reconnect. My own silence is starting to gnaw even at me. Fine. I'll just play along for a bit. Anything's fine. How was work? Dad smiles as he walks to the opposite side of the kitchen counter. Pretty good. Probably not as interesting as what you deal with. What do you mean? You know, cases, stuff like that. Yeah, I suppose. If only you knew. Tomasz, something on your mind? I can tell something happened yesterday, and you did say that we could have a chat today, no? Shit, yeah. I did say that, but I don't know, it's just... No, I can't tell him. I'm happy that you got a job again. That's definitely not what's on my mind, but given how hard he's trying, I should at least acknowledge it. That despite his flaws, he's finally doing something right. I know that I'd give anything for Mom to tell me that right now. Oh. I appreciate it, son. He scratches the back of his head, his eyes avoiding my gaze for a moment. I'm not sure what to say, really. No worries, Dad, just I wanted you to know that. Sorry if it came out weird. He pats me on the back as he takes out a bowl and fills it with water. Hey, we're just doing what we can here. He then begins washing and peeling the potatoes. Also, I've been thinking a lot since this morning. The knife stops mid-motion as his eyes dart in my direction. About what? About Marcus. Mom, the case, my friends. You. He nods. I think that I want to go back to studying in Warsaw and pursue a career in law. Dad doesn't respond right away. Instead, he simply puts the knife and bowl away and wipes his hands with a towel, and then, out of nowhere, grips my shoulder, giving it a firm shake. There is nothing more that I could want for you. After everything that's happened, you deserve to be happy. Thanks, Dad. But it's not that simple. I can't just up and go. I need to know what happened to Mom. Also, Camille's case bothers me. Dad's elated expression fades, turning tepid as he sighs. After it's all over, I will go back to Warsaw. Camille's case is too dangerous. Leave it to Marcus and the police. He already broke into our house. As for your mom, I know that it's hard for you, son, but she's gone. The sooner that you accept it, the easier that it'll be. There is nothing good in here. This place. It'll just crush your soul. She'd want you to be happy. Of course, just when I feel like it's okay to open up, he fucking ruins it. I'm instantly on the defensive. This again? Why do you always do this? I'm not gonna stop. She's dead, Tom. You don't fucking know that, asshole. Tom, please. You're so full of shit. I know it's hard to hear. Yeah, fuck this. I'm going to my room. Lost my fucking appetite anyway. So much for a father-son bonding session. All of a sudden, he yanks my arm hard, stopping me. A sharp pain pulses through my joints. Get the fuck off! No, listen, Tom. All that I've ever wanted for you, and her, is to be safe. But you'll just never listen to me, will you? He hesitates for a second, a pained grimace in his expression before letting out a heavy sigh. So maybe this time, I'll just have to show you. What? What is he talking about? Despite my obvious confusion, he doesn't bother to elaborate. Instead, we lock eyes, baring our teeth at each other, though beneath the sharp tension, I catch a sense of desperation. As if he's begging me to trust him. I've never seen Dad like this. A fiery look burns in his eyes, belying the aging wrinkles that encircle them. Despite my blood boiling, a part of me wants to give him a chance to explain himself. After a few moments, he lets go of me before rushing into his bedroom. I hear him rummaging through his things. I just stand there, bewildered. I could go to my room, but curiosity keeps me chained in place. He returns, a key clenched firmly in his hand. Move. Dad shoves past me. I'm too stunned to speak or react. He stops at the basement door and unlocks it. The basement? The door swings open. He steps inside. I peer down as he walks down the creaky steps into the inky blackness, his figure slowly being swallowed by it. Now you're just acting weird. For a moment, there's nothing. Then the basement light flickers. Shortly after, he reappears at the bottom of the stairs. You coming? Not before you tell me what's going on. You're stubborn, Tom, just like your mother. But maybe this will get you to understand. His voice is even colder than the stinging chill of the basement. A sudden urge grips me, beckoning me forward. What could possibly be there that I haven't seen before? A million thoughts whizzed through my head as I began to descend. As we drive closer and closer to Koomino, the atmosphere gradually shifts. The strong sun that's been glaring off the windshield has now slipped lower towards the horizon, replaced by a thick band of clouds enveloping the late afternoon sky. I checked the time. 15 minutes to 4. We should have another hour of sunlight. The forest beside us has grown denser too. The trees loom taller now, their branches stretching out like a tangled web, forming a heavy canopy above our heads. I make a left turn into a dirt track flanked by thick bushes. Raymond lifts his eyebrow in surprise at the route that I just took. Never knew you could drive to the entrance. How do you guys get there then? Oh, I think our cars was parked farther away, so we cut through the forest by foot. I slapped my forehead once more and turned to Raymond. If some debris didn't get you, a venomous snake might have. Marcus? Raymond points towards the front, 2 black cars parked in front of the main gate. What's this? Raymond squints his eyes slightly before the both of his brows shoot up in surprise. Looks like you recognize that car. I think so. This car was the same car that we saw when we left Sip Naval. But you said that nothing happened when you guys came here. I mean, is nothing bad specifically. I groan as I pull over farther from the entrance, away from the other 2 cars. We step out. I inspect their license plates. One of them looks familiar. That realization prompts me to flip open my notebook. It is the same car. The number plate matches the one that Tom asked me to check. You know who they are? Raymond pinches his ear, as if trying to remember. I overheard Tom saying that they were loan sharks. Everything is starting to fall into place. Tom asks me to run that number plate, the money that he was supposed to help Otto with, which vanished. If that's the case, then is this so-called security company just a front for a loan shark syndicate? And if they're posing as security company, their men would definitely be armed to the teeth. Shit, this is not looking good. I'm sorry, Raymond. Now is certainly not a good time to come here. We'll come again tomorrow when these guys aren't. A sharp whistle behind me catches our attention. Looking for something? An eagle stands right in front of the entrance, arms crossed. Well, we're just exploring the area and we're just about to leave, so... Think you can waltz in and out like you own this place? It's obvious that we're not some naive urban explorers looking for cheap thrills. And he probably saw us inspecting their cars. I need to think of something else. Intimidate? Funny, I could ask you the same question. None of your business, that. I noticed the handle of his gun in his trouser pocket. I don't think verbal threats will faze him. Marcus, just tell him la. I turn to Raymond, my lips pressed, before facing the eagle again. My name is Marcus Waldner, private investigator. I flash him my detective license. We're here on an official investigation. I take out the approval letter from the police department and show it to him. The eagle spits to the side. Working for the cops, eh? Not technically, but we have permission to enter this area. Speaking of which, I'm wondering if you do. The eagle crosses his arm and scans me from head to toe. He ponders for a second before seemingly deciding to ignore my question completely. Private investigator, huh? I think my boss might want to have a word with you. He beckons us to follow him. I look to Raymond, and the tiger responds with a nod. No, Raymond. Just wait in the car. But... no, Tiger Boy is coming too. We're pressed towards the complex, hollow buildings surrounding us while the eagle follows closely behind. Keep walking, no funny moves. This guy must be pretty dim if he thinks that he can really threaten us, given I've told him that I'm working with the police, but I decide to play along for now. We finish reaching a building deeper inside the complex, though the main entrance is blocked by several large pieces of debris. Raymond whispers, "The admin building." "Have you been inside?" "Yes, but didn't manage to explore everything." "Keep moving." The eagle's voice is stern. He lets out a chuckle. Judging by his mannerisms, he's enjoying this little power trip. Probably just a whipping boy that's never had anyone he could boss around until now. We circle around the building and enter to the back door covered with vines that chokes the pathway. Once inside, I take the time to marvel at the architecture, or what's left of it. I've never really visited this place until now. Most people don't. We are brought to the upper floor of the building and end up in a long hallway. As the eagle whistles sharply, 3 of his buddies appear from one of the rooms adjoining the hallway. "Yo, Dimitri, who's this?" "Caught them trespassing." "Pot, meet kettle." "Huh, you sure these aren't your random hookups?" "Haha, yeah, Big Dick 79. "Shut up, dumbasses." Some inside joke, the way that they act says enough. School bullies who finally found an audience. "What's all the ruckus?" A taller deer appears from the end of the corridor. He struts confidently towards us, the steps from his polished brogues resonating along the muddy walls. His attire exudes a completely different vibe from the others' dapper, well-fitted, probably bespoke. "Sir, I found these 2 snooping around inside." "And why the hell did you bring him here?" "Because... Do you have a straw in your brain?" But he said that he's a private investigator, so I thought..." "You thought what? You think that this is your birthday party and you couldn't just invite your friends too without an approval?" "No, sir, The deer snarls at the eagle, shutting him up instantly. The deer then turns its glare to me, a thick vein pulsing along his neck. I don't budge, only leaning back slightly to avoid his tobacco-stained breath. Now, I kind of get why Tom wants me to stop smoking. Raymond also stands his ground, yet judging by his stance, he's ready to pounce if the deer makes any sudden attack. "Get out!" Whoa, 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 Bogdan. There's no need for that, is there? A dominating yet calm voice echoes from behind me. The deer looks behind my back before taking a step back. As I turn around, I see a middle-aged wolf walk down a flight of stairs at one of the corners of the building. Seems like we have some unexpected guests. My apologies, boss. One of my men brought them in. No matter. In fact, you could also learn a bit of finesse by not unnecessarily escalating the situation, no? The deer nods obediently. The wolf looks at me with a half smile. Well, looks like we started off on the wrong foot. My name is Robert. He reaches out his right hand towards me, his expensive watch clearly visible beneath his cufflinks. I shake his hand and clear my throat. Marcus Waldner, private investigator, or perhaps the famous Austrian detective? His words catch me off guard as I let his hand go. Seems like my fame precedes me. Yes, but I don't know the name of the young tiger next to you. I am Raymond, and we have permission to be here. I'm looking for my brother. Raymond. Oh, and I suppose Mr. Waldner here is helping you? Raymond nods. Damn it, I didn't have time to brief the tiger to let me do the talking, but I'll just have to roll with it. Alright, I think it's only fair that you also tell us why you guys are here. Absolutely. I suppose it is fair that we both exchange information of equal importance. Robert walks towards a section of the fallen wall overlooking the whole complex, peering down a 15-foot drop below. This location has a lot of potential for a business operation, hence my company is interested in purchasing this land. What company? His security company or his loan shark syndicate? Unfortunately, the negotiations are... how do I say this? Difficult. Someone is set on getting in our way, and buyers like me don't like complications, you know? That doesn't explain why you're here. Of course. I also wanted to see whether the rumors about this place are exaggerated. What rumors? A lot of kids say that this place is haunted. Any place becomes haunted if left abandoned. That's true. Robert squints at me with that smirk of his. I suppose it's not as good a reason as yours, detective. You'd be right. I'm here on an investigation. But I am sorry, Robert. I'm afraid that you guys can't be here without proper authorization. He laughs before giving me a dismissive glance. Plenty of folks come here without any care for authorization, including that little helper of yours. Tom. Shit, he knew? My stomach immediately sinks. Maybe if you want to lecture someone about playing by the rulebook, you should make sure to be keeping your underlings on a tighter leash, eh? That's rich coming from a guy who extorts money out of people. The fuck did you say? I stand my ground as the deer stalks towards me. Bogdan. The deer stops. His fists are clenched. Did your company lend money to a guy by the name of Otto Oginski? I see you did your research, Mr. Waldner, but yes, that is true. Did he tell you? No, but I kept myself informed on the goings-on in town. Well then you know that he owes us a lot of money to support his failing lumber mill business and has yet to pay even a single Zuatl? So we had to give him a reminder. But hey, that's just the way of doing business. Speaking of, I do have a business proposition for you. Perhaps we can help each other. If you're here to investigate, then good. My company wants to know who's secretly trying to buy this land. Some potential buyer has probably called dibs first. You find out who, and in return we don't interfere with your little investigation. No deal. I'm not doing favors for thugs who take advantage of desperate people. Robert chuckles, brushing off his sleeve. Thugs? Come now. We have nothing against Otto. Truly, I understand his desperation. His business is sinking. The stress, the family issues. He slightly pouts his lips, feigning a sympathetic expression as he places his right palm over his chest. But a deal is a deal. And when people don't pay what they owe, well, sometimes things happen. People close to them get hurt. Accidents, you know? My jaw tightens. He might as well have said Tom's name outright. Raymond suddenly steps forward. If we help you, promise that you'll leave Otto, his family and friends alone. Robert's ears perk slightly. He looks pleasantly amused. Well. Looks like this tiger is in all stripes, but no fangs. You should take note from him, detective. Don't be so stiff. I exhale through my teeth. Raymond means well, but damn it, this kid has no idea how dangerous these people are. Fair enough. As long as you find the person behind the land negotiations, we'll leave Otto and your little assistant alone. And you think that I can trust you with keeping the end of your bargain? Marcus, please. Our company is built on trust. You should know by now how seriously we take it when someone breaks it. So, do we have a deal? I hate every part of this, but there's no other choice. If I walk away now, Tom and Otto will stay as targets. Sometimes compromise isn't surrender, but strategy. Though I can't shake the feeling that we're about to make a deal with the devil. As I stretch my right hand forward, Robert instantly grabs it with both hands, shaking it vigorously. Now that is a bold detective. The wolf throws a hand over my shoulder and softly pushes me so that we're both facing his men. All right, everyone. Please do not bother these gentlemen with their investigation in Comino. What about the black cat? Yes, Dimitri, the cat included. He claps his hands once. Okay, boys, let's pack up and leave. I've had enough sightseeing for today. All of the gang members gather. Bogdan, the deer, approaches and hands Robert his hat before they all head to the exit. The wolf lifts his hat up with a brief gesture before they all disappear down the stairs. It's been a pleasure doing business with you, detective. I rarely come down here. When I do, it's usually to check the boiler. Even then, it's Dad who ends up fixing it. Nonetheless, nothing catches my attention. Everything looks exactly the same as it did the last time that I was here. Dust, cobwebs, empty bottles, old clothes, my childhood bike, and Dad's collection of guns from his military days. I never liked having them in the house, no matter how much he insisted that they were for our safety. The truth is, he never really used them for anything except for trying to make a man out of me, by which he meant taking me into the forest to shoot cans. A great bonding experience, he called it. I found it boring at best. As I approach, Dad pushes one of the shelves away from the wall. The grinding sound as it moves makes me wince. Now that I think about it, there used to be a basement window behind that shelf, but now it's just smooth concrete. What happened to the window? I sealed it a long time ago. I didn't want anyone breaking in. You don't want a burglar sneaking in and stealing your arsenal when everyone is asleep, right? He scoffs and grabs a large sledgehammer. Dad, what are we doing down? With a mighty swing, he bashes it into the wall. Dad, what the fuck? He ignores me and strikes again, and then again, repeatedly. The shock sends tremors, literally rattling the whole house as ash and dust rains down from above. At this point, I'm genuinely afraid that the ceiling might collapse on us at any moment. Dad, stop! You're gonna bring the whole house down. The only reply that I get from him is his large, labored breathing and the dull thud of metal against the tough concrete wall. After nearly a minute, the crack that spreads around that wall gradually crumbles, revealing a gaping crevice wide enough for his entire arm. He reaches deep, and to my shock, he pulls out a rusty metal box covered in a thick layer of dust. He stares at it with a frown, looking hesitant before spinning the numbers on the combination lock. Opening the box, he takes out a brown file and sets it on the basement desk, then pulls a chair out from under it. Here. What is this? The truth that you've always wanted. I blink, openly staring at what's in front of me. Slowly, I sit down, leaning forward to examine it closely. I look through the papers, not really getting what, and then I freeze. These are Mom's lost files. I can feel my heart pounding in my chest. The police lost them during the investigation, right? So why does Dad have them? Tom, I know what you're thinking. This whole damn time he's been hiding them, right under my fucking nose. I look up at him, my fist clenching so tightly that claws dig into my paw pads. The pain barely registers, yet one question burns inside of my head. Why? She was being threatened, Tom. We were being threatened. And I did try my fucking best to convince her to give it up, but she didn't listen. Just as you aren't. Why did you do this, Dad? Why? He looks away, his wincing expression twisted with guilt. You know why. I just told you. If you told me about this earlier, it could have helped us find her. My vision blurs while my chest tightens. I bury my face in my paws as my cheeks are soaked in tears. I'm barely registering what he's saying. Mom. My paws tremble, sweating profusely. I'm slowly losing it. I couldn't let you be hurt too, so I hid. Fuck! I slam my fist hard onto the desk. Fuck! Repeatedly. Fuck! The revelation was too much for me to bear. Tomasz! Dad holds my fist, stopping in mid-swing. I instinctively flinch, yanking myself free. I stand facing him. He doesn't look regretful, more like resolute, and looking at me with pity. Pity is not what I need from him right now. Why didn't you tell me what happened? We could have figured it out together. We could have stopped her. She told me not to. I asked her over and over again what was going on. I yelled, and I yelled, but... And you just let her go? You did nothing? Too jealous to even ask Marcus for help? She said asking anyone would put you in danger. The only thing in her mind was protecting you. Fucking coward! The both of you. We could have fought back. We could have... The words get stuck in my throat. All these years, I kept telling myself that she'd return one day. She had to. I don't understand. Dad stands motionless, staring at the files like he wants me to keep looking at them. I focus back on what's on the desk. The rest are just witness statements, interviews with people from town. Inside the folder, a little envelope is tucked neatly between the files. I open it. A bunch of photographs fall onto the table. Pictures of me, back in Warsaw. I flip through them, one by one. Someone took time to follow me around. Outside my apartment, on campus, even a clandestine meeting with Jacob. A wave of guilt and pain twists into a knot in my chest. Fuck, if only I had noticed earlier. If I had been more careful, maybe she wouldn't have gone through with her plan. I understand now. She won't be coming back. I drop the files back on the table and turn around. I'm done. Whatever she knew is now gone with her. I'm sorry, Tomasz. For what? I want to cry, scream, laugh at the sheer absurdity of it all. No wonder you turned out like this, drinking then taking it out on me. Do you hate me for pursuing that case to the end? No. Do you hate me? No. I love you. You're my son. I don't think you do. Because I'll always remind you of her. Yes, but you let her go alone and then you fucking hid the truth from me. Honestly, I've always hated you too. He flinches. You were a pathetic excuse for a father, but I guess I'm also a sorry excuse for a son. I've always been afraid that I'll someday turn out to be like you. But now I realize that I'm more like you than I want to admit. I clench and unclench my fists. I take a deep breath. Tom, I'm showing you this so that you can stop wasting your life away chasing the past. We can start over, fix things, build something better for ourselves. I'll support whatever path you choose, but please, I don't want to lose you. You're all that I have left. A bit too late for that, I think. I'm done with you. I'm leaving. Frankly, I should have done that ages ago. Where are you going? Son, please don't. And stop fucking calling me that. I walk up the stairs, slamming the door behind me, leaving him and the truth behind. Because honestly, I've run out of the fucks to give about him. I grab everything essential in my bedroom. Phone, camera, wallet, some toiletries, and a few pairs of fresh clothes. Or rather, whatever clothing items that my hand can reach in the wardrobe. I shove everything into my bag. A final glance at the detective board on the wall, and turns out the truth was just under my nose. As I get down the stairs, he's there, looking pathetic as always. He tries to say something, but I'm rushing into the hallway, practically charging the door with my shoulder. As it slams open, I step out into the house, my bag slung over my shoulders. My steps are quick yet unsteady. I almost trip on the uneven pavement. Still, my mind is fixed on one single thought. I'm leaving this place for good. I don't care where my legs take me, as long as I'm far away from this shithole. My eyes burn. Reaching a nearby bus station, I check the bus route. One bus heads to the motel. Maybe I could stay there for the night while I figure where to go next. A sigh escapes me. If I knew it sooner, I would have left Jacob, my law school, everything if it meant that I could stop her from going. Why did you do it? Why the fuck would you do it? You were a great detective. Of course you take the investigation as far as you could. But why did pursuing the truth have to take you away? You knew how much you meant to me, how much I needed you. So, was this case worth it? To leave us like this? To leave me with just him for family? Did you know that this might happen when you were seeing me off to Warsaw? I remember what you said that day, that you were so proud of me. Why did you leave me behind? There was a pained sadness clawing at my guts as I whirl around to see what prick. Going somewhere? Why am I not surprised? David rolls up beside the bus stop, leaning out of his car with his signature grin. I turn away and start walking, furtively wiping my face with my sleeve. No, he can't see me like this. Hey! I pick up my pace. David cuts the engine and exits his car. His footsteps chase after me. It doesn't take long for him to catch up before completely blocking my path. The hell is up with you? You parked right in front of the bus stop. I turn my face to the side, staring down at the pavement. Yeah? Fucking sue me. How the hell did you find me here? Well, I was heading to your place. Saw you sitting. He scratches the back of his nose. Sorry, I tried calling about something, but, you weren't picking up, so I thought... Now's not a good time. Oh. He simply stands with his hands in his pocket. He makes no move to let me pass, though, and the silence stretches until it starts to piss me off. David, what do you want? Well, actually, there's something big coming up soon. You know what it is, right? I made his eyes for a split second, then look away again. Come on. Surely you must know. Not now, David. Hey, did something happen? No, I just need to go somewhere. Oh, I can give you a ride if you want. I can't contain it any longer. My nose stings, my cheeks puff up as I start to sniffle. I rub my eyes, wishing that it was raining right now. Hey, are you crying? Tom, what's wrong? Not knowing what to say, I just rub my eyes again while shaking my head. Hey, wanna grab a drink and talk about it? My treat. It's nothing to do with you. I finally shove past him. Fuck off, man. It's best that he doesn't know. Unlike me, he has his whole life figured out. I don't want to drag him down with my mess. Well, fuck you too. His words stop me in my tracks. I turn back. He's looking down with his fist clenched. What did you say? I said, fuck you too. I don't remember the last time that I've seen him this angry. Listen, No, now you listen. I get it, okay? I fucked up. I left. You got mad. And when you treat me like shit, we usually laugh it off. Or I take it because I deserve it. Hell, sometimes it's even funny. But right now, I haven't done anything and you're still treating me like shit. David, this really isn't about... It's like, I keep thinking that you're giving me a chance, but then I can't tell if, deep down, you do just hate me. His voice cracks for a moment, but then he keeps talking. You're my friend. Fuck, you're the best friend that I've ever had, but it hurts, man. You probably think that I'm only here for a good time. But I also want to be there for you when things get tough. But it's like, you never gave me the chance. I don't know what else that I can do. It's fucking frustrating. He crosses his arms, nostrils flaring. Instinctively, I try to reach for his arm, but he flinches. If you fucking hate me so much, if it hurts you just to look at me, if my presence alone makes you like this, then please just say it. Because if that's the case, I'll respect your decision. I'll back the fuck off. I stare at him for a long moment. I'm so angry that I could burst. But it's not David that I'm angry at. You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped at you. He kicked slightly at the sidewalk. You want to know the truth? The truth is, I'm a fuck-up, David, and I'm scared. I guess I'm such a fuck-up that everyone hides things from me, from my safety or whatever. Like I'm so fragile that I'll break if I know too much. Even my mom, I clench my jaw as I think about her. She made that choice for me, like my life mattered more than hers. But I didn't ask to be protected. I didn't ask for her to give everything up. And now I'm just left here, not knowing shit, unable to do anything. Slow down, Tom. I don't get what you're saying. Well, whatever. It's too late now. I'm just useless anyway. You shouldn't worry about me. I just need to be away. I know that I'm someone who only thinks about himself, so it's better if I deal with things alone. David is scowling. That's bullshit. What? The glare in his expression earlier has now shifted into a toothy smile. You're not helpless, and definitely not selfish. I mean, if you were, you wouldn't be beating yourself up over this, would you? David strokes his chin. Remember that time near the forest? Oh? When you heard someone screaming, you just ran in there. You didn't know who it was. Heck, didn't even know what you'd find. But you still jumped in anyway, no hesitation. That's who you are, Tom. You put yourself on the line for people that you don't know. That's not someone who only thinks about himself. I sigh. He's just saying shit to make me feel better. But you got one thing wrong, though. Yeah? You don't have to do this alone. He steps closer before giving me a firm pat on the back. If you're gonna dig into something dangerous, let someone have your back. Someone strong, preferably. He then flexes his arm, slapping his bicep. Like me. I snort. Okay, big guy. He winks while I shake my head. Despite myself, I let out a chuckle. So what happened? He points to my bag. Where are you going? You know what? I'm not sure. Just away from my house. Still, you really need a bag this big? What do you mean? Don't you always wear the same thing anyway? I roll my eyes. Dick. One of a kind, too. He beams. But if you need a place to stay... No, I don't want to be a bother. In fact, I was planning to book a night at the motel. The motel? That's where married people stay to cheat on their spouses. I blink. Does he know? Come on, you little prick. You can stay with me. On a second thought, that motel is the last place that I should go. God forbid I bump into Jacob there. If he realizes that I left home, he'd use it as leverage to keep me around. Still, I hesitate. Maybe I should just hop on a bus out of town. Leave this place entirely. That sure would make Dad happy. Fine, I'll take you up on the offer. Not like I have better options. He lets out a hair-raising shriek that nearly makes me jump. Geez, you don't have to be so excited about it. Sorry, but knowing that you don't really hate me, can't help but be a little happy, no? He chuckles, resting both hands on his hips before walking to his car. I follow. He opens the passenger door for me, shaking his head with a smirk. Grumpy pussies first. Very funny. Learning from the best. I roll my eyes as I get in. He gives an exaggerated bow before heading to the driver's seat. Tom? Yeah? Since you haven't guessed what day's coming up soon. Let me guess. You're gonna tell me. Yeah, it's my birthday. Oh. And only the fashionable people are invited. Oh. No. Oh yes, time for a fashion upgrade, dude. I really hope that you aren't planning to give me fashion advice. What's that supposed to mean? Punk wannabe. Oh, it's on, Katso. I give him a wiry smile, but as the engine starts, my face drops again. My thoughts drift back to what Dad told me. But perhaps backing off from everything, just for a few days, will give me some room to breathe and think. What was this case of yours that made you go this far? You didn't have to do that, Mom. But I swear, I'll find out who did this, and why you were the one who had to pay the price. To be continued. So, I would say that Tom, his dad, and even his mom were kind of wrong with what happened. It is true that Tom and his dad are very similar to each other, meaning that they, what was I thinking when I was reading this? Tom and his dad both were running from the truth. Tom and his dad are both running from what's going on, and Tom just had his dad tell him like, hey, something bad happened to your mom. I don't exactly know what exactly happened to her, but I have paperwork here, the missing files that say that what happened is potentially very, very, very bad, and that she's probably more than likely dead. And the reason that I kept it from you is because I wanted to keep you safe, because I feel that you're going down the same path that she is, and because you are the only thing that is left of her, I wanted to keep you safe. But Tom took it as, I wanted to keep the truth from you, and I didn't want you to know anything about it because I'm a coward. But like, what is a dad supposed to do? Like, is he supposed to go out and investigate what happened to the wife? I mean, he could, but like, what is that gonna get him? And we don't really know what happened with the mom exactly, so we can't say like, oh, the mom left to be with another man, or she got in too deep into whatever it is that she was investigating. Considering what's going on in this town, it could either be supernatural, or it could be that somebody found out that she was investigating something that she shouldn't and got rid of her. Either one is not good, apparently. I mean, because she's gone, you know. Could it have something to do with the loan shark people, or whoever it is that is buying the land that they want? We don't really know. Again, there is a lot that we don't really know in relation to the mom, but we know that she did it to protect Tom specifically. So either it was because he was being watched, if you like, you know, there were pictures of him when he was in Warsaw, or was it because of something related to Tom specifically, because of what's happening with him? You know, that he has I don't want to call it visions, but I will say that he sees things. So maybe whoever was threatening Tom and his mom and his father, knew that he could see things? I don't know. This has gone on kind of long, so I'm probably going to separate it into two parts. So again, you know, the potentially loan shark people in Coamino, Raymond kind of putting Marcus in like a tough spot and having to agree to this, you know. And it kind of does make sense, you know, find out who's trying to buy up the land so that they can deal with it, I guess. And in exchange, they will leave Otto and Tomasz alone. everything will be safe. And while they're investigating, they could probably find out what happened to Raymond's brother, I suppose. But yeah. It's a lot of stuff happening. Anyways, but there is a short story though, which I'm gonna read next, after I'm done with this. Which it's, I guess, like one of two that's gonna show up eventually. This one is about Raymond and Eliash going out to like the little the fishing trip, which Eliash had mentioned to Tom in text, but it only ends up being Raymond and Eliash, so yeah. Anywho, so yeah. So what are your thoughts? Write it down in the comments, and thank you all for watching/listening. If you would like to play Cienie yourself, you can do so by going down to the link in the description, which should have a direct link for the itch.io page, or you can download and play the game. They do have a Patreon, so if you want to support the project, subscribe to it and get potentially early access to builds of Cienie. And depending on the tier that you subscribe to, you can actually get like your own little kind of half sprite type thing, or like an actual icon in the credits. So that's, when you see the credits and you see all those people with like actual icons on there, that's the people who are supporting it on the higher tiers. If not, then you just get your name in the credits, I think. But yeah, support it. It is a very good visual novel. It's a very interesting mystery, maybe supernatural story. Also, if you would like to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member. It gives you earlier access to these videos as they're being scheduled, and it supports the channel, supports me, and yeah. You get like I said earlier, access to the videos as they're being scheduled. So this is being recorded on the 23rd of March. Should hopefully come out 24th, 25th, depending on how busy I am. And yeah, if you can't do that, then, just like and subscribe the video. Like and subscribe to the channel. And there is also Ko-fi in case you're feeling generous. I am saving up to buy a new laptop because I don't trust the Windows anymore, even though they're saying like, oh, we're going to stop vibe coding. Like, no, you're not. You're just saying that. I don't trust you, Microslop. But yeah, there's Ko-fi. Any form of support helps. Also Throne, that's there. Anyways, I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.